Who share the sound, baby?
With your hosts, Raphael, Amy D, and DJ OGGO.
Unscripted free spirits. Glad y'all can join us. And I hope this week has been full of love, fulfillment, productivity. And we want to build on that with y'all today. We know the most prolific icons understand the importance of keeping positive energy close and people around to elevate them. Hence, on Jovan Skrypt Radio, you're going to hear artists of all genres discuss the one most important thing that could have stopped them, one thing that helped them, and one thing that's going to keep them going. This Jovan Skrypt Radio, y'all, the one thing you can't live without. So let's build, let's inspire, let's be. Clap it up, Jovan Radio. Woo, woo. Hey, man.
What's going on, man?
You act like you ain't seen me in a while, brother. We just went fishing.
I know, right? Hey, look, every time I see y'all, I feel like it's brand new, you know? That's the kind of love you got to give your people, you know?
Yeah, man.
Life is so short, man. But I'm glad to see y'all. I didn't even know I did see y'all a couple
of
weeks.
Right. It's always good to see you. My masseuse.
Yeah, you know, trying to be the world masseuse one day.
Yes, sir. And you know he got something right after this setup too.
I do, man. I got a client right after this. It's so nuts, man. I had a client right before, I got a client right after, man. I'm always on the grind. You gotta be. You know?
Yeah. So once again, for y'all who don't know my boy, my brother, grew up with this guy, love, family, all that. This is Skrypt, CEO, Jovan Skrypt, House of Hands Massage, a Poet's Palm, all the above, man. So we're going to get into a lot of action today with this guy because he's all over the place. So I want you to give the world a little bit about you, man, your elevator pitch. Who's Skrypt?
Oh, man, I'm so many different people, you know. You know me since, matter of fact, since we were little. So you've seen all my hats build, you know. Managing all of them has been a ride, though, you know. But, you know, I started off, you know, with spoken word and then acting and then managing. And then it came to a time that, you know, I became a father. So then it's like, all right, it's time for a career change. But what I did notice is that I just had the chance to had to find a chance to sit down and figure out what else I was missing, you know, because I figured that everything I was naturally doing was working for me as far as, you know, happiness, finances, you know, and I was feeling free every time I would do it. You know, I would notice more and more and more, I would get more successful as I was doing things I was naturally doing since I was younger, you know, but I felt like it was something I was missing, you know. So just sitting down to some people that I known for a while, and they're like, just figure it out, you know, just like, what are you looking for? I'm like, well, I'm looking for something that I can do on my own, but if I had to work for another company just to build it, just to learn, then fine. As long as I can wing myself off. Because I knew working for somebody wasn't my thing, you know, not at all. Because I was always that guy at work, like, yeah, let's do it like this. You know what I'm saying? Have you ever thought about trying
asking
like
questions?
That?
Too many questions.
Giving ideas and thoughts because it just don't make sense the way you're doing it.
But what actually made you want to do massage? Like, how did you know that was your calling?
So so sitting back and trying to figure out what else I was missing, I had to go back and think like, okay, what was I doing? So randomly, the funny part is randomly, I think I bumped into somebody that was doing massage that I knew from me doing spoken word. And she was telling me about how much she was making, and she was just a student at the time. So I'm like, oh, really? I'm like, okay. And then more thoughts came to me like, oh man, you know what? I used to be good at massages. I used to massage the girls at school.
Little gigolo.
Singing and massage.
No, but when I was younger though, you know, to get off punishment, I used to massage my mom's shoulders, you know, or a scalp with that blue magic gel. Because the park was literally right across the fence. So I could hear the kids playing and shit, and then I want to go outside and play. So I was like, Mom, massage your shoulders or something, rub your feet, something, go outside. They said, no, I'm outside. You know? And then
that is the biggest wheel and deal I ever heard.
Yeah, and then from that, you know, like I said, doing girls massages in school. I used to have a line in my rhetoric class. I used to have like 3 people ready, you know, to get massage. It used to be nuts, but I didn't pay attention to it. And then while I was in school, I used to talk to the students that were going to school to do a massage.
Right.
And I always tell them, oh man, if I went to school, I'd be way better than you. You know, just talk shit. You know, not realizing I'm talking stuff into the atmosphere, into the universe. You know. And then me doing spoken word, I linked up with Strawberry Taylor. Rest in peace, Strawberry Taylor. She's a very known erotic massage spoken word artist. She called me one day. She said, what do you know about massages? I said, you want me to perform a spoken word piece about massages? Like, I don't have anything. I could probably write something.
Right.
You know, I have to read it, but I'm not gonna be. She said, no, fool. Are you good at giving massages? I'm like, I never heard I was terrible. She's like, good. I want you to show up here, wear a tight white shirt. You're gonna do chair massages for everybody. Nice. I'm like, I'm doing what? So you know me, I'm like, all right, shit, she paying, I'm coming. You know what I'm saying?
So what's the difference
Let's
between?
figure it out.
Yeah, what's the difference between a poet's palm massage versus somebody if they go to Massage Envy? What's the difference?
So the thing is, when she asked me to go do chair massages, you know, everybody was loving it. They was asking me where I work at, and I didn't have a clue to tell them. So the whole time I'm sitting back trying to figure out what should I do. All those thoughts came around to me. So looking back, me doing those chair massages and me getting all punishment and massaging the girls, like that was just girlfriend. Like that was automatically just a natural touch I just have. You know what I'm saying? So me going to school, it gave me like more knowledge of exactly what I'm doing while I'm doing it. Now, the difference between me and a person working in Massage Envy, I feel, is that while I was in school doing massage, I was able to drive Uber. So that opened me up, you know what I'm saying? Like to just do whatever. So I got another phone call from a person that knew me from doing spoken word. She was like, I got a buddy named Terrell. He doing spa parties. He needs help. So that opened up.
Terrell, shout out.
Yeah, what's up, man? Terrell, Positive Vibes, House of Hands, my number one ace. We've been hitting these different states. So
you're all over the place anymore.
Yeah. I'm starting to get around different states now.
Yeah,
it's getting awesome. So he called me, we were talking. So that allowed me to be able to go to school. And then he would call me like, hey, we got a party or whatever. You want to do some massages. So that allowed me to leave school and then go directly and practice what I just learned in school with clients. Whereas you got some students that didn't get the opportunity to work with clients while they were in school. And then they go to jobs like Massage Envy and they kind of like retrain the therapist to massage how they want them to massage. Sometimes just off liability and just because they feel this is a good massage. So a lot of good massage therapists, they kind of lose what they learned in school and their natural ability because now they've been working for Massage Envy for so long. Whereas me, you know, I was able to keep my freestyle and keep what I learned in school 100%. And that allowed me to remember down there everything, you know, in school, you know, exactly what muscles I'm working on, while I'm doing it, trigger points, stretches. I was able to suck in and soak in everything, you know. So
yeah,
I will attest to that. I mean, I know that right after I met you, I called you. And I was in a really bad four-wheeler accident probably about, 8 years ago. And I had terrible back pain. And I was seeing a chiropractor and he had recommended you. And you came over and I was like, oh my God, this is amazing. And it was like follow up after that, like a couple of days. So how are you feeling? What are your muscles like? You know, what exercises should you be doing at home? So it wasn't necessarily just a one-stop shop massage for me. And that's what kind of wrote me in.
Yeah. People say they ask, like, you know, sometimes I say, I wish I would have did massage straight out of high school. Would have made sense. But I feel like I wouldn't have been the same person if I didn't take the pathway to do it. It's like, you know, I went to Columbia for Arts, Entertainment, Media Management, and Western for music business and did communications and management. So I was able really to take all that customer service skill and just figure out the detail and how to kind of collide everything. And which has been moving my career pretty fast also. So
did you hear about the massage therapist that was at Massage Envy that did get fired?
It's a lot of massage therapists that get fired. Which one are you talking about? In a different state?
No, it was here in Illinois. It was just a really big deal. It was all over the news. He just happened to rub people the wrong way.
Oh, I don't know.
It's a joke. He rubbed people the wrong way.
Oh, I'm like, what? That's so funny. That's so funny.
Oh wow.
But yeah, no. When that happened, though, I was definitely in school. They talked about that. You know, that's just something you gotta watch out for.
He gonna try to play it off like it's a real story.
That's something. No, it was though. It was a real story.
At Massage Envy?
Yeah, no, that was.
Well, I'm sure a lot of people got fired from Massage
Well,
Envy.
this has nothing to do with Massage Envy. It just like fit the bill at the time of the story. That's all. It's not
But
a
you know,
story.
it was hilarious joke though.
So
I was like, oh, and then I had to play it off because I was like, oh, okay. It's like
so transitioning.
it's like falling up the steps, and then it's like kind of catch yourself.
I didn't fall nowhere.
I'm talking about me.
So let's transition. You talked a lot about freedom, right?
Mhm.
And everybody had an opportunity during the pandemic and being fearful and not really knowing where jobs were going to be available and businesses shutting down, things like that.
Mhm.
So how did the pandemic impact your life, for the better, for the worse? You know,
Man, it impacted my life for the better, honestly. And I was probably worried for like a week, maybe like 2-3 days, you know. But then I also noticed, like, as they started expanding months and weeks, I started getting like more and more phone calls of people that needed massages, you know, because people were transitioning bodies over from going to work every day to not have to work at home every day. Now
I know about
Yeah, that was hard.
Yeah.
I had a couple LBs on me, a couple chunky faces going on for a little bit.
Yeah,
But
man.
even just sitting in like a kitchen chair because that's all you have all day, it's like, oh my god, my back, I can't do this.
And you know what?
Anymore.
It's people do have bad postures while they sit, but it's also the fact they don't notice exactly how much they actually get up and walk around at work.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And even if it's just like to the train to your desk, and then your desk just
I mean, it was just BSing around. Yeah, everybody do it. Bosses.
Yeah.
You know, because honestly, your brain probably telling you I need to get up and walk around. You know, but because of that situation, it definitely helped me free myself from working for somebody else. You know, I gave myself a goal. I never one of those people that just jump ship without a plan. You know,
Right.
So I was like, if I make this certain amount by this certain time, before they call me back to come to work, I'm not going back to work because it don't make sense. When I was working, I felt like I was losing money, you know?
Right.
So the thing is, it's kind of like you have to, in order for you to feel like you're losing money, though, you have to have the entrepreneur mind already because a worker won't have that mind. They just go, you know?
Right.
But me paying attention to like, okay, I'm losing money. This month I'm gonna feel like I'm losing more money. Oh, my job closed. Oh, I can't make it by myself. That's where they messed up at by closing jobs. And a lot of jobs lost a lot of great employees that figured out how to make their.
You were talking about that.
Yeah, we were talking about
Either
that.
people that didn't go remote, so people can kind of balance the life that was new to them, or people just figuring out, damn, I got skills I've been giving to somebody 8 hours a day, 60 hours a week, and I can just do some of the things I love and give it to myself. Yeah.
So on that same token, though, if there was one thing that could have stopped you, what would it have been?
Nothing, because I feel like only thing that's gonna stop me is me. That's why I did this. You know what I'm saying? Because I felt like I'm gonna bet on myself, and that's the whole thing about the career. I was like, I need somebody to bet on myself. So if I lose, it's my fault. If I win, it was on me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So there's nobody on the planet. The only thing that could probably slow me up is probably my son. But then at the same time, I understand I'm doing it for him too. You know what I'm saying? So only thing that could really stop me is myself. You know. So
yeah, that's for sure, man. Sure. So what we gonna do for the audience, and if you guys have comments, make sure you put them in our comments, our live feed, so we can answer questions. If you have questions for Jovan, myself, Amy D, but we're gonna go into one of Jovan's hybrid performances. So I'm gonna just leave you guys in suspense before we hop in here, and then we'll jump back.
queen, come dance with me, come reminisce my dreams, come join my arms wrapped around. Fingertips touching the spine.
All right, let me know when you're ready, Vic.
Right here, though, so.
Boy, I think you just got to do the whole head right here. Do the whole head.
I had to rearrange it. All right, we're good.
All right. So we back. So hopefully y'all saw that, and hopefully that made y'all want a little bit of more of a poet's palm. So do you do that in all your massages? Because I had one and I ain't getting no
man,
no palm.
honestly, honestly, I've probably done that. I only done that maybe 3 times. It's just for shows. I haven't done it doing no massages. People's like, I don't want nobody doing spoken word.
Right.
I'm like, that wasn't doing an actual massage. It was so crazy. People comment. I'm like, that was just for
A visual.
a show.
Yeah.
Like, it was actually a crowd, like
Yeah.
30 or 40 people.
Yeah.
But man, that show was crazy, man. We definitely winged it. The model I asked to be in the show, she's like, so what we doing? I said, look, just show up. You're just gonna lay there. And we're gonna go and we're gonna go from there.
Shout out Kavia. Shout out Kavia.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Shout out Mario, the cigar party. That was awesome, bro. That was his grand
Oh
opening.
yeah, it was felt good outside too,
Yeah,
man. So
it was
yeah,
good.
man, we winged it. People liked it. Did it one more time. They liked it again.
Mm-hmm.
It's very hard though, trying to first off say the words.
Yeah.
And
not
then
get
be
lost.
moving and then massaging.
Yeah.
And then trying not to make sure no body parts come out.
Mm-hmm.
And then looking at the crowd and making sure they can see make sure they can see me perform and massage and stretch. It's like 30,000 different thoughts to come in every nanosecond.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's why it's
Crazy.
amazing though. That's why it's a true form of art.
Yeah, I look at massages as art too. I feel
Yeah.
like when I'm massaging, I come from the same place I write, act at.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know, that's why I tell some people, like, to me, it's an art form to me. How I
Yeah.
do it. To some, it's just their they practice.
Mm-hmm.
So I know as part of what you do, you also give back to the community sometimes. So you were gracious enough to help us out with a fundraiser that I did for an animal rescue a couple years ago, which was awesome. So kudos and thank you. And I'm hoping that you continue to do that going forward because I may have another massage party in my near future.
Oh yeah,
If you're willing to
Shameless
collaborate.
plug.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? Like I said, all these people need my hands.
Yeah.
China needs my
Yeah.
hands. But you know what? There really is a massage competition though in Copenhagen.
Oh, I believe it.
Yeah, Copenhagen.
So
Try it out, see how it goes.
So I started volunteering with another organization called Live Like Brew, and I'm a fundraising coordinator for them. And so, you know, I'm currently selling these cool socks. I know we did the Little Caesars a couple weeks ago, but these are Pal socks. They're super cute. We have them up for sale. $5 is donated back to Live Like Brew for every sale. So make sure you get your socks.
They're nice and thick too.
Who rock socks?
Brew rock socks.
Yeah. Who rock socks?
Brew rock
You know, I
socks.
haven't got my socks game up, man. You know what?
man.
I'm a tie. Give me a tie. You know what I'm saying? I'll give me a hose.
Yes, and
Look.
Tito's for dog people. We totally promote Tito's around here. Tito's donates so much money back into the animal rescue community.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Cool. So we always ask these questions to our guests.
Mhm.
If you can wake up tomorrow with no limitations, what you doing? Where you at? Who you with? What's the vibes?
No limitations.
Somewhere on some water.
Well, you already be on water though.
Man, somewhere on some water. I need a houseboat.
Oh yeah. I'm coming on vacation in this houseboat.
Yeah, I need a houseboat, man. That's my goal, man. I'm watching Discovery Channel. I'm like, oh, houseboat.
I know that. I
Discovery
should do that.
Houseboat
Should blow me off the chain.
with like some gut, like some dark, like oak wood
Mhm.
around. You know, a little bit of gold in there somewhere. You know.
Absolutely.
I like
Yep. I'll be
like
on at least
that.
every other week. But man, I don't know, man. I just can't see myself not working.
Yeah, I know.
You'll retire
I
one
can't
day.
see
Damn.
myself not moving, man. I'm gonna
Yeah.
be doing something. So
So let's put the motivation back on you today. Do you have
Mhm.
anything motivational you want to share?
I would say to just at least once a year sit back and figure out where you were at last year and what's the pluses, what's the minuses. Where did you build at, where did you fall at? Because sometimes you get a lot of blessings that sent your way, right?
Mhm.
But how life is set up, you move so fast, you don't really notice like, oh, you know what? I did achieve this. Oh,
Yep.
you know what? That did
Mhm.
happen. Because sometimes people like they move too fast. They don't take the time to see and be satisfied and soak in like, okay, I accomplished this, to be easier and moving on to the next page.
Right.
I think that's one thing to notice where you're at. The other thing is, I think I was talking to you two guys earlier. Play chess.
You know what? I was
Go
playing
fishing.
chess on my phone for a little bit. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, definitely fish.
I've never played.
Never play chess.
No.
You would love
You
chess.
should teach
Chess.
me.
Yeah, you
Chess
would love
helps
chess. I don't know if
you.
I can teach you, but we
So-
can learn again together. I can learn again.
Yeah, I mean, chess just helps you think ahead.
Yeah.
That's what it is. It helps you think ahead, and it sometimes helps you think too far ahead. That people tell you, "Oh man, you gotta start here." I know I gotta start here first. I just know what the goal is.
Yeah. You want to
I'm here
reverse
already.
engineer it.
Yeah, I'm here
Yeah.
already. Look, we're gonna do this first, and this is gonna happen. This is gonna cause that to happen.
Yep.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's all. Sometimes you gotta sit back and just figure out where you're at, and be happy, because the worst thing you could do is base your time off somebody else's time. Just because that person's moving fast doesn't mean that time is based off you.
Right.
You can't do that. This person went to college, that worked out perfect for that person, it probably wasn't for you. You gotta find your own path, you gotta find your own lane, something that you feel like you can get lost in forever. 9 times out of 10, I feel like it may be something that you've been doing since you was in kindergarten. It's just the fact that when you get to 8th grade, high school, you start learning about these other career fields that brings you a lot of money. And it's sunk in your head for so long in high school and in college that these are the main things that make you money. You kind of lose track, you kind of lose passion of it.
I struggle with that too, because there's so many trade careers out there that are necessary, but they're frowned upon at a society level. Please don't beat me. I mean, I know you promote school all day long, but there's so many other avenues to learn, to make money, to grow, to build, and it doesn't always involve school. Not everybody's made for school.
Mhm.
And I wish that the youth of today got the chance to experience that and realize that it's a real thing.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say don't go to school, because I kind of feel like
A different type of school,
Fine,
not
yeah,
necessarily
I
a 2-year
think-
college
I
or
think-
4-year college, but a trade school is a school.
Yeah,
I just
yeah.
meant not the traditional.
I think
Right.
you saying don't chase the money.
Yeah.
Me?
Yeah, chase your passion. Don't
Yeah.
chase the money.
No,
chase your passion.
well, realistically, let's make sense. Okay, if you have a passion and you got bills, and no matter how good your passion is, there's no money into
Right.
it. Like let's be smart and let's be realistic. There's things out here that you definitely make money on that I'm sure that you have a natural gift to do. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I'm not saying don't try those things. I'm not saying okay. Let me re-say this. The worst thing you can do if you are doing a career or anything you're doing, the worst move you can do is do it because of the money coming in.
Right.
Mhm.
You shouldn't do that. You should do it because you're trying to find a way to get more people in.
Mhm.
Don't cheat yourself,
Mhm.
Right.
but you want to do it in a way that it's bringing people in and is making those people want to invite their people in. But you definitely want to go where the money is. I mean, that's the whole point. We're going to be old one day, and that's why I
Yeah.
tell everybody we're all going to retire one day.
Mhm.
We're not going to be able to walk. Something is going to happen. It's inevitable. It's something. You got to do all that you can now while you're younger. I mean, don't get me wrong. You're not working to pay bills
Right.
all your life. Like, go have a good time.
Yep.
You know?
That's why I always promote. Take your
Yeah.
vacation, go. And you know what?
Yeah,
I have,
have
and
it.
it's bit me in the ass because I had to work late a few days here and there. But you know what? It's so worth it.
Mhm.
Just to
Yeah.
get away, to take it.
Yeah.
You earn it. You might as well use it.
Yeah.
Don't let it go to waste.
Because you be stressed out real early for no
Yep.
reason.
Yep.
For no
So I
reason.
think when you're going on vacation, when you're making the business moves, the money moves, you gotta have you a ride guy flow.
Oh, finally
ride
got my
guy
shirt.
flow. You finally
My
got
shirt.
your shirt, brother. Thanks for the
Man,
support.
You know what? It's been about a day.
Yeah.
Great turnaround time. Great turnaround time.
So Black Militia, once again, shout out to the partnership. We got the commercial on the way, just recorded the song for Black Militia, the apparel company. Shout out Ray Rabowski, shout out Big Manny, shout out Rico for the designs. They doing some big moves, so definitely want to make sure that Mr. Poet's Palm House of Hands had his shirt when he went out to vacation.
Yeah, man, I would say, man, quarantine definitely helped a lot of people try to figure out another way to make themselves job free. There's no other feeling to being a free person.
Yep.
You be like, oh, you know what? I quit, knowing you're gonna be good once you get your job.
Yep.
Mhm.
So yeah, man, I've been showing a lot of people love, man. Definitely your clothing line you got coming out, Black Militia. Who else got one? Defiant.
Yeah, I told
Um,
I told Kendall I needed one of those, so we gotta
no,
swap.
No poverty shirts.
So speaking of switching up and trying to reach your goals and get your career, what is your next song that you have coming out?
So we gotta so I know we all light and fluffy, but
I know
you guys know Basket Case is coming out. The release date is set for August 15th. So I'm trying to do or not trying, but I will do a album release party as well. So shout out my buddies. I got you on my target to have it there. My buddies. You heard it. But Basket Case is my epilogue, right? So this is very much hits home for me. It's about the ups and downs, especially during the pandemic, talking about development, right? And getting things better and following your dreams. I've been recording. Okay. I've been the podcast was released, but Basket Case kind of capsulizes what I've been through, relationships, personally, identity as a father, the fun times, the good times, thinking you know someone, whether it's friend, family, your spouse, whoever, and there's a little bit of gray area there. So it's all these emotions that it goes through. But this is the first song that takes us down a more darker path of Basket Case. Everything's else been kind of light. I know Be There last week was, hey, we're at a breaking point, but I'm here for you. And as soon as you cross that line, you got a choice to stay together. You got a choice to fight for it, or you got a choice to stray away in the dishonesty and deceit. So this is kind of starts that path, the second half of Basket Case after the rainbows, and it's called Was It Worth It? So shout out to Albert Jones on the production. Shout out to Oliver Gibson, my co-producer. But was it worth it, y'all? Here we go.
All right, cool. So, sacrifice. This game we in now, everybody who wants to win at it, and this is just one small industry of the whole world. So if you're a caterer, a cook, whatever, you got to put long hours in order to get the bag. That's just the reality. So if you're with somebody who does not understand, who can't really empathize with the lifestyle you live, one perfect example is Snoop's wife. I'm gonna bring up Snoop because Snoop is, he a little wild, you know what I'm saying? But he's built the empire. He's a family man. And sometimes when you're trying to fight for what's worth it in your life and your values and what you love to do, sometimes the person you're with, it's not their fault, but it's hard to really be with somebody when they got somebody else, which is their dream, their passion. So it takes somebody who's really secure with themselves. And if somebody's not secure, they're going to walk out on you, right? So it could be walk out with another woman. It could be walk out with another dude. But this song, Was It Worth It? Was about another woman with my woman. And I found a video and it wasn't fun. Facts. So I just want to let y'all know, be prepared for the gas. Be prepared for the smoke. If you're living your dream and out your passion, you got to sacrifice a lot of time, energy. You lose friends, you lose family. But if it's worth it for you, all that stuff is going to come back later. When you popping is, when it's on, So the people who are with you from the beginning and stay with you, stick with them. The people who didn't, kick rocks. But was it worth it? I think it is. The sacrifice is.
Tell me what's it worth it? Tell me what's it worth it? I wish you only knew this game can't have on you. Must say the sacrifice I made was over. Look now, look at us. Can't keep up with you emotionally or spiritually, but the time I put into this dream to give you what you need, did you deserve it? Was it a girl's night out or a girl's night in? Girl's night in, yeah. Was that enough? Was you clowning at the crib? She wasn't confident, but now she way too close. Oh, she way too close. It ain't safe for long, cause I found the video. Tell me, was it worth it? I knew I couldn't be there, but she was right there to pick it up. Tell me, was it worth it? She never hopped on the plane, girl. I knew she was following up. Tell me, was it worth it? No matter how hard it gets, I kept my heart at home. Should've never trusted you. She was so trifling. Never respected, regardless of what was sold my credit. Now I can't cop that brand new house. Had dreams to bring my mom the keys until I found your past possession was built like you. Hey, how the hell I play the fool? Was it a girl's night out or a girl's night in? Girl's night in. When I was standing up, was she clowning up the crib? She was confident, but now she way too close. She was way too close. And the secret ain't safe no more, 'cause I found the video. Tell me, was it worth it? I knew I couldn't get her, but she was right there to pick it up. Tell me, was it worth it? So as I hopped on the plane, girl, I knew she was following